Good morning! How's everybody doing on this rainy, nasty, windy, cold? I want the sunshine back. I'm gonna do a little intro for you, just a little bit of an Allman Brothers song that I like. Crossroads seem to come and go, yeah. Gypsy flies from coast to coast, knowing many loving nights, bearing sorrows, having fun. Come back home, you'll always run, the sweet Melissa. Hit that E7 on the end there just to be funny. All right, good morning. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm excited to be on here. We are on class number 5, but we've been doing this for 5 days, which is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you're watching right now, comment below, say hi. If you're also watching right now, share this, because we're on day 5. It's real easy to jump back in there. Share it, but when you share, it's important that you share and comment. I try to explain to everyone, if you got a new favorite restaurant, you go there to eat, you like it, the first thing you do is get on Facebook. Oh my gosh, we just went out this really cool place and we had really great food. You all got to try it and you'll share it. So, support local. Even if you're not local here in Georgetown, Kentucky, share it. I'd love for you guys to do that. Also, just a reminder that this is my income right now. You can tip me. You normally charge about $100 for an 8-week class. So if you guys like to tip me, get right in there. If you already done it, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you're watching for the first time or for the 5th time, comment below. This is how Facebook works. The more you comment, the more they give me love. But if you don't comment, they don't love me. They don't love me. So just comment down below and say, hey, I'm watching from Timbuktu. I tell you, good morning, Jan. I'd like to be in, like, Hawaii right now. Who's with me? Actually, where would you like to be right now? You comment below. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so we're going to review a little bit. And we're not going to review the ukulele. Sorry, that popped up. We're going to talk a little bit about the strings again, just real quick. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We're going to move fast at this point on reviews. We got and if you're watching this for the first time, go back and watch 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are all on Facebook at James Dean Rocks Music School, and also I post it on YouTube. It's usually a little later. Can't watch it right now. I'm working on that. Eventually, here very soon, I'll be broadcasting both to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And while you're out there at YouTube, go subscribe. If you're not going to go to YouTube, go subscribe for me anyway. I know that Jan yesterday subscribed. I appreciate it, Jan. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I've got 46, I think. Anyway, all right. So to review the strings we're talking about, we got our 6E, 5A, 4D, 3G, 2B, and 1E. Hopefully you guys have spent a little time doing that. At this point in time, you should be able to tune. We've had 5 lessons tuning. You should have already downloaded the tuning app. Or you got a clip-on tuner. We're not going to tune today. We are going to review a little bit. If you're flat, what do? You tighten the string. That's correct. If you're sharp, what do? You loosen the string. And when you're in tune, you leave it alone. What's the first thing you do before you tune, though? You guys remember? You take your left finger, if you're playing right-handed on guitar, and you slide it up the neck, and you make sure you're on the right tuning peg, because what will happen is that you'll turn the wrong one, you'll spend a lot of wasted time. So my goal is for you to be tuned before we get on here, okay? So go ahead, if you haven't tuned, be doing that right now. I won't tune because it'll interfere with it, so we don't have to worry about having my cell phone on the screen and doing that. All right, we also talked about how to hold a guitar, right? Talked about how you can place it on your leg, just don't slouch over. We also talked about how important it is. I'm going to bring my screen a little bit here. It's also talked about how important it is that you, when you put your left hand here, that you leave that gap right there. And we also talked about how important it is to get that thumb in the middle of the neck. Yes, you can look at that picture and notice that person's thumb is not in the right place, but I guarantee he's been playing for a long time by looking at how his hands are positioned. You right now, you have no choice. Put that thumb there and you leave it. I jokingly tell some of my students when we're doing one-on-one lessons that if they don't leave it there, I'm going to get a nail gun. I'm just joking. Just duct tape. So you want to keep that thumb right in there so you can move it around like this. It'll allow you later to be able to do things like you can't do that with your thumb way up here. It's hard. It's difficult. Also, I talked to you about yesterday how I was always afraid of bar chords. So, trust me right now, just hang tight. Put your thumb there. You also want to make sure that that wrist is forward. Don't have it back like this, right? You want to have that wrist forward. And you want to have that gap in your hand too. You see that gap in there? You should not have it grip so tight that you're going to break the neck. Just have a little gap there. See that? Cool. You guys are amazing. I don't care what Facebook says about you. I know I'm full of jokes today. I usually tell my classes there's 2 rules. If you think my jokes are funny, laugh. If you don't think they're funny, laugh anyway. Huh. So right now, if you can put a laughing emoji on there, that'll make me feel better. I had a student once say, well, how do we know it's a joke? Laugh anyway. Laugh all day. It's a lot better to laugh than not, right? All right, moving right along. So we're going to do a finger exercise today. All right, and this is going to be really boring. I get it. But it's a necessity. We're going to take things really slow because we're going to see each other. My ukulele class, we're on class number 25, so I've been doing it well over a month because we don't do it on the weekends. It's only Monday through Friday. So they have done great, and so what we're going to do now is take our baby steps. We're going to learn to crawl before we walk. So, putting the guitar in the playing position like we've talked about. I'm going to position myself so you can see. We got our thumb back here so you can wave. Wave like you just don't care. And you're going to go and take... Now, I forgot to tell you guys this. See my hand? How many fingers I got up? I feel like I'm one of those posts on Facebook that tries to trick people. If you get it wrong, we'll send you a message. You got to share it to 5,000 people. Just joking. How many fingers am I holding up? If you said 5, you are incorrect. I have 4. The thumb is a thumb. It's not a finger. All right, so we got finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, finger number 4. Finger number 4 is a tough one because 3 wants to hang out with him. He's like, where I'm going to, let me go. And you'll see why that's frustrating a little bit later. What's up, Steve Moody? See that he's on here. All right, so here's the deal, Pickles. We're going to take finger number 1, and we're going to place it on the fret. Now, this is where I need another camera to shoot from a different angle so you can see because my finger is getting away. I am putting it on fret number 1. Now, we haven't really spent a lot of time, so we're going to talk about that real quick. We had talked about these are frets, these pieces of metal. We are going to play in the middle. Fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3, fret number 5, and guess what this one is? Good job! Next week we'll work on colors. I'm just joking. So fret number 1, fret number 2, 3, 4, and 5. I always tell my new students that, I tell them this quick story. When I was a kid, I grew up on a farm in Midway, Kentucky. And I would take these fence planks that are 16 feet long and put 2 concrete blocks on each end of it, and we'd make a bridge, and we'd pretend that we're pirates, and there was alligators down there, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you a little secret. I'm a big boy. I was a big boy back when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And I would walk across that plank, and it'd get to the middle, and that plank would go, wow. Why? And guess what? It did it to all my other friends too. Why did it sink in the middle? Well, if you said it's because it's weak right there, that's correct. So, in between 2 points, the middle is the weakest. So what does that have to do with guitar, Dean? Well, if you notice here, in between these frets, right here, see that? Your weakest spot is in the middle. If you try to do it right here, it takes a lot to press this down. Your fingers are going to bleed. You're going to hurt. You're going to cry. Now, I will tell you that depending on what guitar you have, like Jan messaged me yesterday about setting her guitar up, which I'll get back to you, Jan. If your guitar is not set up right, or you don't have the best strings on, your strings are old, it will make this difficult. Okay? So if you want to send me a message and I can help you, if you, I know that we've got some people from Ohio. If you need some help, actually, I think I'll be in Ohio this Saturday, down the road from you. But if you need help with figuring out what's wrong with your guitar, send me a message. I'll see what I can do. If you live in Arizona, like I know a gentleman that watches from Arizona, I can't help you, but I can help you find someone that can. Because the hardest part that will make you not want to play guitar is the equipment. I jokingly said today, I said something about why can't we do something? I said, well, you can put a Ford Pinto in a NASCAR race. You can. Are you going to win? Are you going to get frustrated? So, send me a message if you need help on trying to find someone to work on your guitar. If you're here local, I can try to help you too. Just reach out to me because it is detrimental. If your guitar sucks, you're not going to like this. But anyway, back to this. So we're going to take finger number 1. Put that thumb in the playing position. You're going to come up over, and I want you to press down on that fret. Fret number 1. Okay, take it off and do it again. I got to find a better angle. I'll probably do this. Do not follow my posture. Take it off and put it back down again. Keep that thumb in the middle of that neck, and don't be gripping like this. Okay? This is not a ball bat. You're not choking on the ball bat. Okay, and take it off. Good. Now, let's add a couple more fingers to it. Let's go 1. Let's go 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Making sure you're pressing down hard. 1, 2, 1, 2. Great. Let's add finger number 3. Let's go open. We'll call that open. 1, 2, 3. Now, I forgot to tell you we are doing this on string number 6. Hopefully you figured that out. This is all on string number 6, first fret. Let's do it again. Thumb in the right place. Wrist forward. Don't be sticking your elbow up like this, doing the chicken dance. So open. 1, 2, 3. What about 4? 4 is tough, isn't it? That's a stretch. Now, Mr. Dean, do I gotta keep my fingers now? No. You don't. And I will tell you, when I get to my pinky, I tend to want to lift up a little bit up here. Because what happens, if you watch my thumb, watch this. So my thumb is there. 1, 2, 3. Look how my thumb is pivoting. And then 4, it really pivots. My fingers are a little bit shorter. Your thumb becomes like a pivot foot in basketball where you can move around. That's why we want to have that thumb there. So, let's do it again. Watch my thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let me do it where you can see at this angle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. We're not going to worry about the right hand yet. I want you only to work on your left hand. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, let's go do that on the A string, which is string number 5. That's right next to the chubby one. Do the same thing. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open. Good. Now, making sure that you add a lot of pressure. Now, if it's cramping and hurting, let me tell you a secret. You practice the right way, today will be the worst it ever was. Tomorrow will be a little bit easier, and the day after that. But if you don't practice the right way, every day is going to hurt. Okay? So make sure your body's in line. We talked about that. It's like working out and lifting weights. If your body's not in alignment, you're going to use a lot of energy you don't need. Okay? So here's the goal. I want you today work on this by going open on the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the A string and go open. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I missed that one. Open 1. Sorry, I can't see my hands. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll show you again. E, which is string number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 4. I messed that up. Open 1, 2, 3, 4. That backing up is freaking me out. I'm like, what in the world? Someone's backing up. All right, you guys got that? All right. I'm going to show you what we're not going to get to it today because I want you to practice that finger exercise. But I do want you to look at this. Be looking. You can actually screenshot this, and I'll put it in the comments too. But we want to start learning what this is. We're not going to go into a lot of detail right now. We're probably going to look at this tomorrow. This will be the first chord we learn. Try not to play this. I know there'll be that one that does. We're just not there yet, okay? Work through my process. No strumming yet. We're not going to strum. Do you understand? If you agree with me, I need you to comment below. I will not strum. Andy wouldn't be happy. That's an inside joke if you're in Kentucky. All right, so we're going to look at this tomorrow. Go ahead and start looking at it now, and we'll spend a lot of time looking at this new chord. We're going to skip all the review stuff. We'll go through it really quick. All right, let's review real quick. So, we talked about today, tuning. You should be able to do that now. Also talked about how to hold the guitar. You should be comfortable with that. You should be doing that every time we do this. We also talked about if your guitar's got some issues, like maybe some older strings. Someone says, well, how often do you change strings? Some people change it every time they have a gig. But I would say 30 days, every 30 days, you should look at putting new strings on. 60 days, it all depends, right? If you need some help and you're local, I can help you. And I'll let Jansler reach out to me. I will be in Ohio Saturday, so if you guys want me to look in Ohio, look at yours. That's cool too. The other thing that if you're not in Ohio or local, reach out to me and I'll help you find somebody. Okay. Thank you for saying you will not strum. And then last but not least, and I'll post in the comments that picture of that chord chart we're going to look at, and we're going to spend a lot of time on that tomorrow. Again, you will not strum. Read my lips. You will not strum. All right, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I can't believe we've already had 5 days. Don't forget, if you'd like to tip me, you can tip me at paypal.me/James Brown or Venmo me. My ID is James Dean Rocks. With that said, deuces.